Hello everybody. It's I guess the final part of doing my concertina book with my robins in, and I'm going to do the last couple of robins, but I'm also going to do the other side with some writing and some more painting. So let's get going. Um, so on part one and part two, I had got so far with my little robins. I've got to do two more robins here, but I thought I would show you the finished side of the back. So on the other side, I've done some stripes. Those are the colours that I've been using to do the robins and their backgrounds. And then we've got a little poem. Well, not well, I suppose you call it a poem. It's called The Robin, a cheery fellow with a warm red bib, perching on walls, spades, or a twig, a splash of colour to match autumn's shroud that covers pathways and fields, his song chirrups loud. In Norse mythology, Robin protects from storms, a brave-hearted soul of someone reborn. Stories of robins in folklore galore. When robins appear, then loved ones are near. In winter's bare scenery, skeleton trees, robin's bright breast cheers winter's freeze. What message does robin bring to you? Good luck and happiness in all that you do. So I made that up, and then this is the palette that I've been using, and a brush, and one of my water jugs that I've been using. And then on this other back page, much like the stripes, I've done the dots. And for those of you that maybe want to go back, the idea came from this accordion book by Jackie Morris, on the fox. And you've got this poem. You can see you've got the spots, you've got some stripes. On the other side, you have this lovely story of a fox. So that's where I've got my idea from. I'm quite liking the idea with these little poems and things on the back. I'm going to have to find something to go on the front, I think. But we need to do two more robins, and these were from Unsplash. So I need to do robin number 5 and robin number 6. So let's start with robin number 5. Make a bit of room here. Now, you're probably not going to be able to, I don't know, maybe I can put it there. There we go. There's our robin number 5. And I've just been going straight in with using this little rigger to paint my robins. So, water. I need water. Let's get my, oh, sorry about that, leaning over the camera. Let's get my water jug. Okay. So I'm going to start as usual with his little cap using sepia. Okay, so his little cap this time. Let's do him up a bit higher. So there we've got his little cap. Let's get our orangey red, which was cadmium red and Indian yellow, sorry, and Indian yellow to make our orangey red. And then this bit kind of comes more or less straight down, but we've got a bit of a line. It's probably going to run, which it has on the others. And then it kind of comes out. And he's got his little bibby bit, which then goes back in again. Now, yeah, maybe that goes more like that. Okay. So we've got our little bibby bit. Let's go back to our brown, our sepia. And then we can get this bit here, which has got to come down much further, and tail. Goes a bit like that. And on this one, we've got quite a lot of white. Now I've mixed my bleed proof white with my sepia because and then I go over it a bit more with my bleed proof white, because otherwise you can't really see it, to be honest, because I really just want to get my basic shape in there, let it dry and then come back. So we've got a foot coming out there and one that's coming up further back, and now we need him to be on something. So right, what are we going to put him on? Shall we put him on, let's get my, colour are you? English red. And we'll put you on quite a big log, I think. My challenge to myself has been not to use a pencil, but to go straight in with my paint, basically. And I know he doesn't look like a perfect robin yet. And I kind of want some twiggy bits coming out because I want something going across the page here. Okay. So I want something going on with my tree trunk there, so as it doesn't look completely boring. And I'm trying to allow my robin to dry as much as I can. So we'll get some leaves here. Okay. Now I'm just going to dry what I've got so that I can do a bit more on my robin. Right, we've dried off our robin a bit more, and so that I can see what I'm doing a bit more, I'm going to put my beak in and my eye, because that then helps me see what it is that I'm doing a bit more. We need a bit more detail for our wing. And our tail. And yeah, I've kind of mucked that up a bit there, but we will sort that. With a bit of tissue. Haha. Where's my red gone? Let's just get that kind of line in. That kind of breaks it up a bit there. And we'll get our white out. And get a bit more detail in our white breast here. And I think what I'm going to do, because I need that red to, I need the red to go around the outside of the eye. Where's my pen? There you are. So now let's get his eye in place, and all of a sudden he starts to make a bit more, a bit more sense. Yeah, I just want that to have a bit more contrast on it. There we go. So there is our robin number 5. Let's move along a bit and do our robin number 6, which is where, there you are. So yeah, these are all copyright, royalty free pictures that I picked up from Unsplash. Okay. Now this one hasn't got much brown at all. We've got a lot of the red breast showing. I think this might be a, I don't know whether it's a youngster or a, so I think I'm going to start with the red this time. And let's have you, so we've got this bit here. We need to leave a bit for that beak. I'm basically drawing, I think I said this last time, I'm basically drawing with the paint. Now what kind of shape have we got going on here? Now, oh, I nearly put my brush in my coffee. Nearly, but didn't quite. Now we can get a bit of the brown in at the top. And a little bit coming around there. It kind of disappears. Right, now then we've got this wing that's around here. And this side, we've got a little bit. And we've got the wing side. Next we need the white bit, which is going to come around here. Got a little bit round there. Yeah, it goes a bit further round. And we've also got this bit. Let's just make that a slightly different colour. With that tail right at the back there. Gosh, this one is going to be tricky to make it look right. But we are going to do our best. Right, we need some legs. Where are the legs coming out from on this one? We've got a leg that's coming out there. And then we've got one that splits the tail in two, basically, like that. Okay. Let's get our eye in place, because that's going to help. And our beak. So this beak kind of goes like so. Right, well, let's not fiddle anymore. I can see that that's bleeding. So I'm going to do my best to lift that out a bit. There we go. Right, and I think we're going to need some kind of a branch. So you can have this one coming across and going down. Quite like adding a little bit of blue into my branch to give it some kind of something going on. And let's have a few twiggy bits in the background. Okay, let's dry that and then sort everything out afterwards. Okay, let's get some bleed proof white into that belly. And we've actually got a few little bits. And let's get our red and get some more red in there. And I feel like, although it's not on that picture, I feel like I need to just darken some bits up on him. Now, where is my white pen to just go around the eye with? And I think let's just try and tidy that beak up a bit more. Right, well, I'm not sure I've particularly captured this last robin that well. And it does seem like I need to darken this side. Yeah. Right, another quick dry. Right, okay, that is dried off. So here we have my little robins going across this concertina checkbook, and hopefully you can kind of see they're all in different poses, looking at each other, moving across the, so there's this kind of movement going on there. What I might do is get my coloured pencils out and fiddle about with that a little bit more. But all in all, oh, and put something on the front. All in all, together with the poem and the kind of back pages, I'm actually really surprised, and I'm really loving this. What I might use, I think, is my yeah, where are we? Because I've got white here. I might use my Derwent drawing pencils. Somewhere I've got the colours, haven't I? I think maybe, yeah, we could maybe use this. Is this on the terracotta? No, that's too dark. Let's try what? Oh, Mars Orange. I bet you're the one. Yeah. So the Mars Orange might work. To kind of darken some of the red bellies. But I think I'm going to need a very different colour for that. I think I'm probably going to need something more like, oh, cornelian. Yes. And then I can then get some texture in here over the top of my watercolor. And I think that that's going to really help. So let's just see what we need to tidy up. And where we can get some more texture in. That is nice. Chocolate, I think, will be good to give some texture. On these darker brown bits. So yeah, I can see that this is, I'll bring it up closer in a moment, but I can see that this is really helping, especially to get this white. Where are we? Here we are. Get this white breast in here a bit more. It just gives another layer to what I've already done. And just means that in places I can just get a bit more definition in there. Well, I'm not going to faff about with it too much because this is kind of an experiment. So here we go. Let's bring my little robins up. And yeah, I just need to put something on the front and back of this, I think. So over to you. What would you put on the front or the back of this concertina sketchbook? Help me come up with some ideas, but maybe this has given you an idea and for you to have some fun too. All right, take care everyone, see you next time.